Well, all eyes are down south in the Gulf states as we have Hurricane Sally that is expected to make landfall late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And take a look at this image. This is a live shot of Lake Pontchartrain, and you can see how high the water is getting as it's crashing up against the seawall there, pushing a ton of water. This is not a very safe position to be in. You can see that the water is actually covering the entire roadway there as it's washing across to the right-hand side of your screen. These people did seem to gather in the last 30 minutes or so. Now, what's interesting about Lake Pontchartrain in connection to this storm is that it is about 100 miles away from the center of this storm. But what you have is that onshore wind flow, and this is the storm surge that's taking place, increasing those waves there in Lake Pontchartrain. As you get closer down toward Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, that's where the heaviest of the rain bands are now, and the greatest storm surge at that, as the center of the storm is still offshore. It's a very slow-moving storm. Tropical storm force winds or near tropical storm force winds are now pushing onshore, and those winds are expected to intensify as we move into tonight. Here's the latest track as we look at Hurricane Sally, expected to make landfall either as a Category 1 or perhaps a high-end tropical storm, as I mentioned, late tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then continue its track to the north and northeast as we head into the next couple of days. So we're going to monitor this storm as it is slowly moving at about 2 miles per hour. So it's almost stationary. And because of how slow this storm is moving, it's going to produce a ton of rain. Projected models showing anywhere between 15 to 20 inches of rain between Panama City and Biloxi, with some isolated amounts that could be as high as 30 inches. So that's life-threatening flash flooding potential occurring in southern Alabama and western Florida. 10 to 15 inches, perhaps even as far north as Montgomery, and then you can see in Atlanta, Georgia, even 6 to 10 inches, and that actually stretches all the way up into the Charlotte area as that storm slowly will pull away later this week. Here's that big picture view. You can see that storm system extensive all the way along the west coast of Florida with those outer rain bands. Closer to home, though, we are quiet. We have sunny skies, but it's a hazy sunny sky. Look at this live look outside in Miami Township, and you can see that thin veil of haze there. That's actually the wildfire smoke still cast across the Miami Valley from those fires burning out west. Temperatures a bit below average right now, sitting at 74 degrees. For this evening, we'll fall back into those 60s quickly as we approach the sunset hour and shortly thereafter. So it will be a cooler evening, but quiet enough that you can get outside and cook the dinner outdoors. Tonight, we drop to 50 degrees for an overnight low, some spots into the upper 40s. Tomorrow will be warmer as we touch 80 degrees for a high, when typically we should get to about those middle to upper 70s. Now tomorrow we will be dry through the day. There's 5:30 in the afternoon. As we get into tomorrow night, a cold front pushes in, may spark a few rain showers toward early Thursday morning and into the first part of Thursday, but a lot of us are expected to stay dry, and then cooler air moves in behind that front, as you can see highs in the 60s and 70s as we get into the weekend with lows in the 40s. Coming up at 5:30, I'll have an update on our wildfires out west, and at 6 o'clock, summer season flashback. How many 90 degrees did we actually see? And today's daily quiz, if you want to join us, we are going to be talking about which Atlantic hurricane had the highest wind speed ever recorded. Was it Michael, Camille, or Allen? Head over to WHIO.com, vote now, or over on our app, and you can get in on the daily quiz. I'll have the answer at 5:30.